So, hi Cancer, my name is Chris and this is your beautiful reading for December 2025. And I'm doing the Celtic Cross for you, and the first card that comes out is the Six of Pentacles. Equal give and take, you know, receiving and giving. Crossing energy, the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. We're going to see how this connects. The Two of Swords, a little overthinking energy. Would be really important to, you know, get a connection to your heart space, to your feelings, to your emotions, but not so in that case that you feel like, you know, that you just swept away by your emotions, but you observe them. You need a practice, basically. You kind of this Wounded Warrior energy, and the pages will turn, right, in your favor. So whatever hurt you, Wounded Warrior, that kind of cries a little like heartache, heartbreak energies, right? Especially with the Two of Swords, right? Where someone is really very laser focused on his thoughts, you know? What should I do? Sorry. Different possibilities, and really, you know, thinking through alternatives, basically. And you, in the background, there's the moon, there's the sea, right? So your subconsciousness, right? And maybe there is a hurt in that subconscious energy. Seven of Cups, all the possibilities are open for you. What shall you choose? There's your dirty fight in the past. Maybe that's the connection to the Wounded Warrior energy. So you won the fight, dirty fight in the past that you have won. But the question is, to what price, right? So you had to kind of insulate and maybe even isolate yourself to get through this. Five of Swords is a very, very dirty fight. Kind of talks about narcissistic energies a lot. You came out victorious, but you had to be laser focused on, you know, pretty cold strategy. Swords energy, you know, you got the Two of Swords here again. This is already kind of a healing aspect where you kind of sort things out and you're trying to shut the world out, you know. That's the Nine of Wands energy. But universe brings in this turnaround, right? So if you have, it seems like you have been through kind of, you know, at least a dirty fight, but it's going to get better. And how happy does that make myself, and hopefully you too? There's the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups, I always love this combination when you go from the 5, which is the half of the 10, of course, right, to the 10, which is the closure, the fulfillment, right? So you're coming from a very dirty fight. Talks about narcissistic abuse, but you stood your ground and you kind of feel like the Wounded Warrior, and you kind of looked inside and kind of sorted things out, trying to heal yourself. And this is exactly what you're doing and what the universe is supporting you in December. And what my big advice for December would be, keep it happy, keep it joyful, you know? You don't need to see all the relatives, whether it's Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Maybe you don't celebrate anything, whatever it is, right? Usually in December, it's the season, right? This time, it's drama-free, right? The fight is over, and there's the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So you have to make a choice here. And I would choose peace, inner peace, healing, taking care of yourself. Choose the new beginning. You're all about that new beginning. The dirty fight is over. By the way, the last 7 years might be the dirty fight zone, right? That was pretty much winter. Winter is coming to an end with this winter, 2025, 2026, this winter. You know, Game of Thrones like, right? 7-year winter. Can't explain it with the stars. Maybe I'm going to learn a little bit more astrology, but Pluto in Aquarius, since 2008, we had to fight. We had to, you know, really go for it to just not fall behind, right? But this is turning now, and 2026 is going to be a much better year for you, for me, for everybody. Check that out, the yearly reading. I'm doing this right after I'm finished with all the December readings. Check this out. I'm going to link this at the end of whenever it's done, by the way. Yeah, and there's the 5 of Wands. It ends with the 5 of Wands. There's the 3 of Pentacles. There's the Lovers. There's the 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles, balance, restoring balance, healing. This talks a lot about healing, right? There's the dirty fight. You won the dirty fight. You come out of it as the wounded warrior. You want to protect yourself. You retreat. You isolate yourself. And that's the version of you who is kind of looking inside and analyzing, oh, what happened? How can I rationalize that? How can I emotionally process it, right? And that's very much healing work that you're doing. So give yourself the time to heal, right? Take good care of yourself, protect your inner peace. The universe totally on your side. 6 of Pentacles, it seems like you have been giving a lot or under a lot of attack or stress or bombardment, whatever. This is flipping the script, basically telling you now it's time to heal, and now there's time this is just a happy place where you can really retreat to and heal and lick your wounds, so to speak, if you are the wounded warrior. We're talking the last 7 years. I don't know where you have been, but on this planet where I am circling the sun, there has been a lot going on in the last 7 years. Narcissistic abuse, and narcissists had their big time. This time is coming to an end, thank God for that. You didn't sell your soul, but you stood your ground and you took a beating, and now it's time for healing and counting your blessings, really, There's the rainbow, there's the 10 of Cups. This could be a happy home. This could be a very peaceful and joyful, stress-free Christmas or Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate, right? Have a good time with that, but keep it stress-free. You deserve this. This is what's coming next. There is a choice to make. First of all, make the choice to keep it peaceful. Make the choice to prioritize your own needs. That's not selfish. That's self-care. That's self-respect. That's self-love. Self-love is the necessary precondition for every other form of love. So you can't pour from an empty cup, right? So choose your own cup, yeah? Choose your own cup, choose your own healing, right? Take care of yourself, respect yourself. You are totally in this, okay, that was stressful, whatever that was, but there's a new beginning, and you're kind of very positive, and you're kind of you want to go for it, right? Okay, so let's do this. And let's not forget the 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Underneath that, there's the Lovers as well. So you are enthusiastic for new projects and meeting new people, and this 7 of Cups here, since I see you in this beginner's mind with the not with the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Swords and the Fool card, very joyful, very action-oriented, very kind of a little naive too, right? Very euphoric, euphoric, whatever. Very positive, let's go energies, right? And this is your energy, and this is also how you relate to the world. There is an invitation for joy and happiness with the 4 of Wands here. You in a very happy place. So it looks like it's all fantastic and it's all falling into place. There's the outside world with the 4 of Wands, right? There's your energy, what comes next, what you're manifesting right now is a happy home, healing in that happy home, wonderful time and space to retreat to, right? And you're kind of, okay, let's go, let's do this, right? There's also the reminder from the universe that not everybody in this world is happy for you, right? Working in your favor. There are narcissists out there. You have experienced this definitively in the last few years, again and again, and you came to the conclusion that it's time to protect yourself, to protect your inner peace, your energy, right? So the 9 of Wands guy is this energy where you kind of trying to get away from the world, right? And build a fence around you and trying to protect yourself. But I feel like you kind of already flipped the script here and you're really open for new connections. Just pick your friends, pick your acquaintances, pick your business partners, like you pick your fruit, right? That's the 7 of Cups. That's the reminder to protect your inner peace, protect your stuff, protect your inner workings, and self-respect, self-love. That comes first. You know, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? So you have to protect that and protect your healing that is going on. And with all that enthusiasm and let's go, yay, the world is fantastic. Yes, but do not forget the lessons of the past where you maybe went through some sort of dark night of the soul. You don't need to take it serious, you know, but there are shady people in this world. If you just never forget that and realize, okay, there are narcissistic assholes out there in the world. They don't want me good. They're really manipulative and shady people, right? Don't make the 5 of Wands, which is just encountering assholes in the world, right? They're just everywhere, wherever you go. And just radically accepting that is part of your healing, right? You're not taking out the swords, right? There's the 5 of Swords, there's the 5 of Wands. Here nobody gets hurt. This is the dirty fight where it's bloody and people get hurt, right? But this is behind you. You try to use the sword, you try to fight what you can't change, right? You're no longer doing this. This is also part of the healing process. Try not to fight what you can't change. Radical acceptance means that, yes, the world is full of bipolar, narcissistic assholes, but, you know, you're not one of them. So don't give them energy. Protect your inner peace, protect your healing, protect your, you know, your 10 of Cups, your happiness, your joy. And then by all means, go for it. Take this invitation, meet new people, business relationship. There's even the Lovers at the horizon here. Again, the 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles speaks to me. This is the shift to the better. You're coming from a very difficult time. And let's just take multiple, what is it called? Multidimensional healing. That's the Blue Angel Oracle deck. I love this card so much, and I talked about healing so much, and I love it when it fits like this. You know, multidimensional healing, love, and prayer. Are you willing to let go of the fear and worry that serve no useful purpose in your life? If so, healing is available to you right now. Throughout the grace of love, the past, present, and future can be healed. Invite healing into your life through prayer. Talk to the angels and ask for their help. There's a sacred flame within you that can be activated by your command. Activate it now. The angels will help you if you believe and trust. Sorry. At this very moment, you are being filled with healing light. Accept and do not doubt it. If tears flow, let them, for this too is part of your healing. That which is most precious is inside you. Multidimensional healing, and it makes me very happy to see that card here because it totally fits the narrative here. Fight, fight, fight in the past. Wounded warrior energy, totally in healing mode. 2 of Swords, Two of Swords can mean that you lose the connection to your subconsciousness, but it can also mean that you're very focused to kind of combine. You're starting with the mind, with the intellect, trying to figure it out, but you're incorporating your emotions, your feelings, your intuition, and that in itself is a healing process, right? And you're going into the world. There's the Fool card, but you're not naive about it. Let's do some clarifiers, by the way. I haven't even done clarifiers. Let's just see what comes up. Yeah. There's the Fool card with the 6 of Pentacles, new beginning, you're already there. There's the 5 of Cups clarifying the Wounded Warrior with the 9 of Wands. So there were a few cups spilled, but the story with the 5 of Cups is of course always that Yes, 3 cups are down, 2 cups are still standing, right? So take your 2 cups and run with it. Go for it, right? Make something out of it. 3 of these cups are down, but 1 had actually green, bluish liquid, right? So there was poison in there. So all that fighting, all that negativity, all that destruction, all that heartache, heartbreak, 3 of Swords energy. Make peace with it. Pick your friends, your people that you surround yourself with. Keep your inner circle sacred. Keep your inner circle sacred. Pick your friends, your acquaintances, your business partners wisely. Pick them like you pick your fruit. That's the 7 of Cups. Yes, you make peace with the world. That's the 2 of Cups. As it is, there are rotten people out there. Don't pick them into your life. Don't give them a leading role in the story of your life, right? 5 of Swords is clarified by the 5 of Swords. So that was a dirty fight, and that hurt. 4 of Swords, the exact opposite, healing, processing stuff, you know, that's your happy home, that's your peace, that's your joy. So happy to see that. There were so many indications or indicators in the December readings. The first few readings that I did were all about kind of some narcissist trying to sneak in here. I don't see anything like that. Just don't be naive about it. And yes, you want to go for it. There's the Knight of Swords clarified by the Knight of Swords. You know, that's intense when these cards double. Go for the celebration. Go meet new people. Don't try to change people, you know. Just accept them as they are and pick and choose wisely. And that's the self-love, self-healing, inner tuning, I would say, with which you meet the world. And then it's not the 5 of Swords. Then it's not serious. Then it's not bloody, dirty fight. Then it's just a training. If you just do not expect yourself from other people, right? There's the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Clarifier deck, nothing to worry about it. So beautiful. One more Spirit Angel. Okay, take the lead. Yeah, that's your energy with 2 times the Knight of Swords and the Fool card. And by the way, the Fool card is clarified by the 6 of Swords. So you want to just, yeah, let's go for it. And the advice would be, take it slow, you know? Let it be December, and then there's this kind of hole between the years, right, where nothing really happens. Take that time, take care of yourself. And Stag Spirit number 58. 888. Come on, 58. What's up? Take the lead, he says. That's 59. Come on. Take the lead. Whether or not you have set your intention to lead, you may have found yourself suddenly called to step up to the forefront of your life. Stag Spirit is a reminder that now is a time to heed the call to be sure. To heed the call to be sure. Okay. Strong and compassionate. Others will look to you, and you have it within you to see through the eyes of Stag Spirit and walk with confidence as you take on the responsibilities that are yours now, and model integrity in all that you do. Model integrity in all that you do. And in all your relationships, be willing to see the best in others so that you are that your compassionate heart keeps you on the right path. Stag Spirit wants you to know that your responsibilities now are to yourself too, for you are learning and developing new skills. The best in you is coming into view as you step forward with strength, knowing that Spirit supports you as you compassionately take the lead. You are a model for transformation now, sharing your experience, strengths, and hope with others so they may grow and discover their best selves too. What a gift you are. Stay humble and authentic and walk your talk, for this is how a wise leader leads. God, how I love reading this, but I'm getting better reading it. But the message, yeah, that's exactly your energy. You know, you want to lead, you want to, yay, let's go for it. I see it more like a healing phase here at the beginning, right? Where it becomes quiet and cozy, and then there's this energy, yay, let's do it. Yeah. As I said, do what you can with what you got where you are. Stay humble. That's what Stag Spirit talked about. Be self-compassionate. Be yourself a friend. You know, what would you tell a friend if you kind of the wounded warrior and you have a happy home and there's kind of this energy of pick your people wisely and, you know, go for it. Yes, but, you know, you want to go for it, and I tell you, okay, go for it, but keep it slow and be yourself a friend. That's all I want to say. And that's all I got. And I hope it resonates with you. If it does, share, like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think about it. And hopefully see you next time. Have a good time, my friend. Ciao.